UN's Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial summary or arbitrary executions has just ended a 2-week visit to Nigeria. Agnes Callamard has been looking at alleged abuses committed by security forces in the north and south, where a separatist movement has been gaining ground. Well, Callamard is warning the Nigerian government to address what she's calling a pressure cooker of violence that is claiming thousands of lives. Her report also highlights excessive use of force by police, leading to killings and lack of investigations and prosecutions for those committing human rights abuses. Well, Callamard says she found an absence of accountability and a lack of justice for victims. Well, Agnes Callamard joins us live now from Abuja. Agnes, thank you very much for joining us on the programme. That is a pretty long list there. Tell us more about what your visit to Nigeria has uncovered. I noticed the phrase in your press conference earlier, a pressure cooker of violence. So what did you find?
Well, I could not really use any other words than pressure cooker. I have found localized and countrywide patterns of violence that are simmering. And my main concerns with those localized and countrywide systems of violence is that they are now taking place in a context characterized by population explosion, by an increased number of people living in extreme poverty, by the proliferation of weapons coming from throughout the region of West Africa, and by the environmental degradations. So those external pressure applied on top of those ecosystems, eco-political systems of violence are ready to conflagrate, to explode in a way which I don't think we have yet completely understood. So my preliminary finding today was really to issue this warning both to the government and to the international community. There is in Nigeria a pressure cooker that, if it is unchecked, could have ripple effect throughout the regions. And now is a time to prioritize the rule of law and accountability for the people of Nigeria.
Agnes, you used the word crisis and said in your press conference that, you don't want the government to pretend this is not a crisis. But how did they view the situation that you bring up in your report?
Well, you will have to ask them. I don't think I have made any sharp or stark revelations to the government. Whether or not authorities are willing to admit the extent of the problem is a different matter. But in all my meetings with officials, in the majority of my meetings with officials, there is an acknowledgement of the scale and the extent of the problems. That gives me some hope that the authorities, with the necessary leadership and political will be able to begin a roadmap towards addressing the lack of accountability, towards ensuring that killings, particularly by the police, but not only, that all the killings are investigated, that the systemic factors such as the lack of resources of the police, the lack of training, that all those resources issues are addressed. Let me remind you that Nigeria is a middle-income country. So I have approached the questions of arbitrary killings within that context, and what I have found is not in keeping with what I would expect from a middle-income country.
So Agnes Callamard, is what you're saying that there are resources that can be put to work in solving some of these problems, but the right priorities are perhaps not being made?
Yes, I believe that at the moment the rule of law and accountability have not been sufficiently prioritized. I can take for proof the fact that in 2006, one of my predecessors went on a mission, and when I compare what he has found with what I have found, there are so little differences between the two reports. It is shocking. They are 15 years apart. So now is the time to prioritize the rule of law and accountability. There is a securitization strategy to address many problems, but security without accountability is not a solution for the long term. I'm not even sure it's a solution for the short term. It's just a containment policy. A containment in 2019, when the country is confronting the global processes I have identified of population explosion, increased poverty, environmental degradation, that containment policy is not going to work. It's not going to work. So it is time, more than time, too much time has been wasted. It is time to prioritize the rule of law and accountability for the people of Nigeria, particularly for the 49 millions that are living in extreme poverty.
Did you find that there was any positive change?
Yes. Yes, I have found a few positive changes. Now, for instance, in the Northeast, you were mentioning the conflict against Boko Haram. In 2015-2016, that region was at the center of many concerns for human rights violations by Boko Haram, of course, but also by the security agencies. There was a vast number of allegations of arbitrary killing, disproportionate, indiscriminate bombing, disappearances, deaths in custody, massive deaths in custody, in fact. Now, those problems have not been investigated, and there is still not any accountability for those past violations. But the progress resides in the fact that allegations over the last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, have decreased. So, for instance, allegations of arbitrary deprivation of life there are far less of them than there were 3 years ago. That I take as a positive sign. Now I would like these positive signs to be, to those positive signs, I would like to see steps taken to ensure accountability for past crimes. I would particularly like the many disappearances that have been brought to my attention by the children, the wives, the daughters and son of many disappeared men. I would like for those disappearances to be addressed as a matter of urgency, because the torture it is creating for the people left behind cannot be underestimated.
Agnes Callamard there joining us, UN Special Rapporteur. Thank you very much for joining us.
This is satellite media. Mr. Okpara, we are looking at a whole lot of things here. One has to do with shutting down Biafra office in Finland. The second one has to do with what I'm seeing here, that some people have gotten the mandate of over 50 million Biafrans to govern them. Of course, we understand that even the Samuel lawyer has spoken recently about Samuel captivity, and that Samuel is an innocent person. But let me just get your reaction, immediate reaction first.
You see, Mr. Pradeni Okokunde. You see, coming to the Biafran issue or Samuel issue, Nnamdi Kanu issue, it has entered the stage of Amakeme, Amakeku. Amakeme, Amakeku. Now, looking at the issue of things, we are almost getting to the cross line to win the prize. And because of what is happening, someone absent, Nnamdi Kanu absent, and it seems that the cross line have shifted front. The line to cross for the prize have shifted front a bit again. Had it been someone is out, everything will have been normalized. Things will be okay. And Ogenkere shutting down Biafran liaison office in Finland. This is show you that he is a man having the authority now in the absence of Simon Ekpa. Let us be sincere. Let us look what is on the ground. What is happening now to justify whom is whom.
No, we are not looking at who is who here. We are looking at the justification behind shutting down the office, whether he has the authority.
Yes, he has the authority because he is acting prime minister. According to the election, the governing body in Biafran government in exile did, or the CRC, conflict reconciliation committee did, which they call the opposition party to come and follow to join the election. The opposition party said no, they're not coming. They refused to come. After the election, CRC still call opposition party, Ogenkere still call opposition party, come let us sit down around table for reconciliation. Opposition party said no. And as far as the mantle, according to the election, has given to Ogenkere, Ogenkere have right to shut that liaison office. As of today, he has right until someone is out. Now, and if you look at it, that liaison office, there's no good information coming again. Since there was a division in that liaison office, the person that handled that liaison office is not working with Biafran government in exile. He want to, I think, he may be or trying to be in the camp of the opposition, and you cannot be in the camp of the opposition using my property against me. This is why Ogenkere shut it down. And as Ogenkere shut it down, nobody have ever opposed him or go to court to say and go and shut. Why did he shut it down? Because they knew that he has a right to shut it down.
Okay, now let us look at Ogenkere accusing or rather alleging that Bianco Dugu played a pivotal role in Samuel Ekpa's case.
Yes. Yes. Not only Bianco Dugu, even the people are in the opposition now. Most of them play that vital role. So that what is happening now will be happening. And you know, Samuel Ekpa said, after the declaration of Biafra, it doesn't end there. After the declaration of Biafra, you have to defend it. When you defend it, there's a say you defend it rich before you have recognition of other countries. You cannot declare restoration of Biafra and start having recognition immediately. You have to prove that what you declare, you can be able to handle it. They want to prove that the foundation you lay, you are able to build that building. There's a place you build that building rich that they come and help you to finish it up. That's what that means. And it was men on the ground was on the side of Ogenkere to defend this restoration of Biafran declaration. I think you understand how it's going. So,
but what you're saying, is it not speculative? Is this something you have a good authority or you have evidence to elaborate it?
Evidence to elaborate is on the chart. It's on the chart. And the Biafran government in exile are the father or mother parents to United States of Biafra. Now, it was the government in Biafra government in exile have to nurture, have to breastfeed United States of Biafra to grow up. How are they going to feed it to grow up? Is to defend the land. When you defend the land, people recognize you, then United States of Biafra will come to exist fully as a nation.
Okay, now let me bring you back home.
Okay.
To Nigeria here.
Okay. Okay.
Recently,
before, am I in abroad? I'm still in Nigeria.
Recently, the man, Senator Nnamdi, celebrated his 70th birthday. Of course, it was the Abia State government that hosted him. And in the course of that celebration, the Senate President, Gozi Akpabio, was there. And he did say that, or rather, this said that Senator Nnamdi is a man who is ready to die for Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that Senator Nnamdi was the one that stood shorty for Nnamdi Kanu in the past, staking $100 million naira. And he has even said it recently that he's ready to do it again if the opportunity provides itself.
You see, let us be sincere on what we are saying. Senator Enyina Baribe have tried a lot for Biafra, for Nnamdi Kanu. In the past, he have tried a lot. Even when Buhari said that Biafra is dots, Enyina Baribe came out and wear dots on his clothes to prove that he is Biafra. But along the line, things fall apart. Along the line, it looks or it seems or exactly Enyina Baribe is playing a hypocrite role. Biafra in the day, Nigeria in the night.
These are big allegations.
Not big allegation. This is why Enyina Baribe fall apart with Biafran fans. With true Biafrans. Look, let me tell you, no politician in Biafra land you can trust in the case of Biafra liberation. Don't trust them. They can be good today, tomorrow they turn around. I'm telling you honestly. They can be good today, tomorrow they turn around. Therefore, no politician in Nigeria, Biafran politician, whether South-South, whether South-East, I trust. As far as Biafra causes, there. Okay, this Abaribe Enyina, I congratulate him for 70 years birthday. God will give him more days and more life to live. And I pray also that every spirit of hypocrisy in him, God should remove it away in the name of our Lord Jesus.
But you are trying to blackmail him.
I'm not blaspheming him. This is what I'm just analyzing.
You don't have any evidence to prove what you are saying.
I'm just okay. I don't have any evidence to prove what I'm saying.
Then hold your peace.
But no, according to what you said. Now, Enyina Baribe, if he love Nnamdi Kanu, love Biafra, why should he go to Finland to against Simon Ekpa? And Simon Ekpa is in the same cause of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, and himself in the same cause of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Then why did he go to Finland against? It was speculated. I did not follow him. I'm not in Finland. But it was.
You are not sure.
Excuse me. It was speculated, and as it was speculated, he have heard it. Why can't he come out and debunk it or defend himself?
If you are saying it was speculated, it means you are not sure.
Listen, it was speculated. And let me tell you, there be no any smoke without the fire. There be no any smoke without the fire.
Meaning in every rumor there must be element of truth.
There should be element of truth.
But let us leave it at that because you are not sure.
Now, Senator Abaribe, Senator Akpabio, coming to say he's a man who is willing to die for Nnamdi Kanu. If Senator Abaribe, Honorable Abaribe, is ready to die, and Senator Akpabio, Senate President, confirm it and love what Abaribe is doing, why can't Senate President took the same suit? If Senate President took the same suit, that they love Nnamdi Kanu to be out, Senate President could not have been working against someone.
I'm not bringing you. I don't drag this. I'm not. Excuse me.
If Akpabio know what that someone, Abaribe is doing is good for Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra, and he supported it, why did he, Senate President, Honorable Akpabio, go against someone?
I'm not discussing Akpabio. I'm only telling you. I'm only trying to bring out his recommendation about Senator Nnamdi.
Yes.
But let me even bring this angle. Remember that Nnamdi was the one that led his colleagues from the eastern part of the country to interface with federal government when they met with the Attorney General of the Federation over the same issue to have Nnamdi Kanu released through a political solution.
Now, that's the political solution. What is it? That political solution. And the only political solution I, as an individual, understand is Nnamdi Kanu, drop Biafra, you get your freedom. That's the only political solution I know.
But I remember that recently, even Senator Nnamdi have said it, advising Senator Bola Tinubu, the president, to take the advice of the Attorney General of the Federation. It got to show that why they had that conversation, that the Attorney General of the Federation was actually of the view that Nnamdi Kanu should be released.
Nnamdi Kanu should release on what ground? On what ground? Go home and shut up your mouth. Don't talk of Biafra again, or go home and have your Biafra. Go with your Biafra. On what ground? Release on what ground? Do you know?
But have you not heard from even the same Senator Nnamdi that he had met with Nnamdi Kanu? That Nnamdi Kanu have accepted to abide by whatever condition that will be reached to enhance his early release from custody.
What condition? Whatever condition. Which means they will give Nnamdi Kanu. See what I'm saying? They will give Nnamdi Kanu condition to stop Biafra. That's the only condition. I'm telling you honestly. As 2017, when he was granted bail, you see the condition government give to him. You will not leave your father compound. You will not go outside. People will not come to visit you. If your family members, you cannot talk to them. Nnamdi Kanu abide, still stay in the house. Federal government went to troop Operation Pattern Task to destroy him. The same condition.
If I should bring this angle, because I want to see whether actually the position of Senator Nnamdi was actually represented by what Nnamdi Kanu said. Because even recently, through his lawyer, Nnamdi Kanu have said that he's ready to remain in custody until there's an impartial judge to adjudicate his case with federal government.
Yes.
So which one do we take? Is it the one that came from Nnamdi or the second one?
No, we take the second one because impartial judge is still we give condition for that we not favor Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. This one Nnamdi Kanu called impartial judge. They want the way Nnamdi Kanu we accept neither go to prison, finally go to prison, or drop Biafra, or go to exile. Don't talk of Biafra again. That's why it's impartial judge to deliver impartial judgment.
So we'll go with the one that came from the lawyer.
Yes. That's why Nnamdi Kanu reject all their condition. The only condition Nnamdi Kanu wants is coming out from DSS detention, Biafran flag, Biafra national anthem, and Biafra marching out. Exodus of Biafra from Nigeria. That's the only thing Nnamdi Kanu is looking for. Nothing more.
So if this prosecution is to go on, perhaps there is no headway in terms of getting political solution. What are the possibility of ending this litigation anytime soon?
Ending the litigation only based on Biafra exists. And Nnamdi Kanu will be, if they did not release Nnamdi Kanu, anytime Biafra exists, they release Nnamdi Kanu.
But wait, before I let you go, let me bring this angle. Because the other time, the UN working group on arbitrary detention actually told the Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. I tell that because a court of appeal in Nigeria before now have ruled that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. As such, that he should be released unconditionally and they should end the prosecution. But Nigerian government seem not to be willing to pay that judgment. And currently, UN have not spoken further about that. Are you satisfied with the position of UN?
I am not satisfied with the position of UN. I am not satisfied with the position of AU. I am not satisfied with the position of Commonwealth.
What of UK?
I am not satisfied with the position of ECOWAS.
What of UK?
Oh,
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom is father of all traitors. United Kingdom is the father of the hatred of Igbo man. United Kingdom is the father of downfall of Biafra.
But for coach of friends, you accuse UN for a body who have actually come and claimed to say,
now,
allow this man to go because he was extraordinary rendition.
Now, you see why I'm fully against UN, but I am just giving UN advice. UN to speak with mouth. To speak with mouth. Allow Nnamdi Kanu to go is this is just like a sympathy without relief. It's just like sympathy without relief.
Okay, lastly, let us dive into this area. We are closing home. Let us dive into this area. Because currently we understand that Susan Vile, of course, who is the chief of staff to Trump, was at a point a lobbyist to Simon Ekpa. Sorry, a lobbyist to Nnamdi Kanu. And currently he's
a lobbyist for Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra.
And currently he's the chief of staff to Donald Trump. And some people have argued that this is a plus to the struggle. Even the likes of Ogenkere have said that Trump is looking into Biafran issue. The other lady talking about Dr. Ngozi Oraveze has spoken in the same direction. Are we going to see a Trump intervening soon.
You see, if you come to this present administration of Trump, Trump may intervene, but not too soon.
How do you get this situation?
Now, we say why this is because Trump have already have problem in America. The problem of Joe Biden laid down, the corruption Joe Biden laid down, the evil Joe Biden laid down, the killing of Christians Joe Biden laid down, the breaking of God's commandment Joe Biden laid down.
How do you pass judgment quickly like this?
I don't, it's what is there.
No, Joe Biden have not been tried and convicted. No part of inquiry have indicted him.
No, of
so how do you pass judgment?
Nobody of inquiry have indicted him, but his government is one that sponsor terrorists in the world. His government is the one.
Still the realm of allegation.
The government is the one that use American taxpayer sponsoring unnecessary war in Europe, Ukraine and Russia. Do you know how many billions of naira, of dollars, trillions?
And by ekenekweni muno edikono si wapụta oge unu igekwa ya bụ ife nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa ejemakia wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo Media bụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ ana gbasịta maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ladies dịka ị nụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ ka efi were ikwu n'udo nke gị asị gị kwuo ka efi were ikwu maka na otu aka o jedebe njọ ọ ya adịkwa na mma ọkwụ na ọtụ ụmụnne m achọrọ m ka unu tinyere anyị alụ nke unu ife unu chere n'iru akwụkwọ ikwucha ya bụ ife kapa arụsie ya kwurute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị daalụ dị nne na ụmụnne m kpọmọ na-ege ntị anyị na-ekene ndị nnekunu si na-esoyere anyị esiri ngwa nke mesịa n'ụmụ Igbo